Dun, 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 dun.
There's an interesting blend here to many facets of the movie industry and other industries that I love that are sort of coming together. It's an amalgamation piece. I love music. My first love would have to be music. You know, as much as I love movies and video games and TV shows and stuff I cover on this channel, my first love very much is the musical world. I love listening to music. It's been such I think a intrinsic aspect of my life for so many years. In many ways, you know, it's not that I love listening to music. Music can be very therapeutic. It can be very relaxing. It can even be very illuminating depending on what you listen to. But, you know, I also love documentaries. So the fact that we have an interesting blend here between a musical group that I'm not familiar with and the venue of telling the story about, you know, lives lived in a way that will be accessible to me. And it also, you know, it happens to be a musical project, so it's very fitting for at least the time frame that this was released. I'm looking at it late, so apologies for that. But this was an Apple TV exclusive. I'm in the process of catching up with a lot of the Apple TV content that's exclusive to the platform. This movie is one of them. So let's go ahead and take a look at a more extensive peek at the show. Now, like I said, the first trailer we watched, it was a sneak peek, very short. Maybe this will be a bit more illuminating to some of the particulars of the story, to which I don't know the Beastie Boys, so this is a very new group to me. Maybe I'll look at some of their music. You know, there's times where I hear music, you know, because I grew up listening to Christian music primarily. I didn't listen to a lot of music from secular market. I did hear, you know, tunes from time to time that obviously were very popular, but I'm not aware of the Beastie Boys to an extent. Maybe I know one of their songs. I'm just not naming. I don't know to name them in context. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Beastie Boys and learn a bit more about them from a trailer perspective. We're going to watch this first, so we'll talk about it more in my condensed review segment, following us watching the video together. Okay, without further ado, here we go. Let's learn more. That's why I love documentaries. They teach you. This is nearly 3 minutes, too. This is pretty extensive.
You ready? Now here's a little story that I got to tell about.
Like I said, I'm not a big rap hip-hop person, but I would be open to learning more. Oh, is that Beastie Boys?
Hello, everyone. What we're gonna do right
I think I know that song.
Way back into time.
The Beastie Boys.
The Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys.
The Beastie Boys.
The Beastie Boys.
In the early 80s, everyone in our scene was in a band.
We wanted to be rappers so bad, but we were mediocre at best.
Now hit it hot, just don't stop.
Most rappers hold their rhymes in little pieces of paper, right?
We went from being famous in a 14-block radius to being on tour with Madonna and Rick Rubin.
Oh, big
Shows
name.
kept getting bigger and bigger.
We morphed from making fun of party bros to actually becoming those dudes.
So this is sort of like a blending between historical
Didn't
footage,
even recognize the person that I'd become at that point.
and I guess the real-world stories of people as they're living today. I'm pretty sure it's the vibe I'm getting.
There's not that many times in your life when you realize you're in a new chapter.
Because they're speaking in front of a live audience, so I would imagine, again, it's more so like a reflection piece.
We changed how we wanted to be as people and friends.
We got inspired, and while experimenting, we found our voice.
Really? High five?
Yeah, it's coming back, Adam. It's coming back.
Adam Yauk was the driving force. The one that not only gets themselves going and doing great things, but says we should all do this. Yauk was that type of friend.
Yauk, Mike, and I have spent more time with each other than with our own families.
It's not like all of it was easy or highlight filled, but who gets to work every day with their two best friends?
That's more so the aspect that stands out to me. Even beyond the musical aspect to it, it's more so, again, the friendship dynamic and the story of, well, the story of every member individually and as a collective group. They definitely, you know, I'm sure they've got a lot of fans. I'm not trying to be disparaging anyway, but again, I know some of the preferred genres I listen to. And hip-hop and rap and stuff like that are not... I'm open to, you know, maybe a band out there, but it's not... Rap is not a primary interest for me. Hip-hop as well is really not. But maybe the show will be quite good. Maybe I will be entertained enough to listen to some of their music. Some of the tunes I recognized. Not as many, but a few. But more so for me, again, it's a documentary idea of learning about a band from a behind-the-scenes perspective. But it seems, again, like the vibe I'm getting, and there seems to be like an element of tragedy as well to it too. Like I don't know the Beastie Boys myself, so I'm not as exposed on their story. It sounds like, at least from the vibe I'm getting, that it's two of them left. I don't know for sure. Feel free to clarify down below if I'm wrong. But it was kind of the impression I'm getting from the group. And so you've got really it's sort of like an incomplete story, but they're trying to fill in the gaps essentially with how they can. Or again, best make that work. But I like how it's being told for the vein of historical footage as well as like a live audience, so to speak. Obviously, this tells you how old the project is, because we kind of miss it. It's like the live experience, having two people on stage talking about, their lives lived. Yeah, that's missed. Era of COVID changed a lot. But anyway, even in 2021, I miss the stage experience. But this is really neat. I mean, again, very endearing. We'll see where it goes. Again, more so for me, it is the documentary and just the aspect of learning about people whose stories I don't know yet. What are your guys' thoughts of Beastie Boys Story? Let me know down below. Don't forget all that stuff. Like, subscribing, and sharing that bell until we get to watch more from Apple TV, because I'm in the process of catching up with a lot of their programs, or if I truly get to watch here next for the first time. I'll see you then. Until then, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves and fellow man. God bless, and peace.